but deep inside we don't believe that we can get it or we deserve it. It's like you want a house and then you got a deal. You wanted a 2 bedroom, a bathroom and a half, no yard, a little condo. You were willing to settle. And somehow another deal fell through, and the people were like in a rush. They wanted to move. They were willing to give you that same, their own house, which was a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2.5, what do you call it? Um, I forgot what you call it, but you know, big yard, 23,000 square foot house, I mean, beautiful. Flowers already planted, garden in the back, perfect. What everything you wished for. And here you are. You're like, are you sure? You sure I can buy this? Now you start doubting yourself. And this is that feeling of not deserving. You're not feeling like you deserve this because, let me make sure the same thing doesn't happen to me. Okay. Um, you're feeling like you don't deserve this. Um, can you really afford this? Are you gonna get it and then lose it? All kind of things. Um, just start. Ooh, I think I did something. Ooh, oh my Lord. Okay. So, all kind of things. It's just like, that's just not how it goes. If you wanted this, believe that you deserve it. Believe that you can have it. Believe that it's for you. If it's not for you, you're not going to get it. When you get something like that, it's like, wow, but at the same time, you deserve it. You've been working hard too. So, um, sometimes if you must put a little makeup on your doubts, if you must put some lashes on your insecurities, if you should put some powder, some lipstick, some lip gloss over your insecurities, do so. If you must do so, do so. Especially right now, learn to do so. If you don't know how, watch some videos on YouTube. Ask somebody. Ask a friend. Ask those little high schoolers, those middle schoolers. They all know how to do it. You know? So you can find that love, that job, that house, that apartment, or that family you've been searching for. So, as I said, and I will say again, believe that you can receive everything that you asked for, and you shall get it. Because a lot of times we want things, but deep inside we don't believe we can get it, or we even don't believe we're gonna get it. I remember we used to go to training, and every time we go to training, and I just keep on, I win everything. I mean, if there's a TV, I'm gonna win it. If there's money, I'm gonna win it. And I'm talking that could be the same day or the next day. And coworkers became jealous. They were laughing, but I know it was, some of them, it was real. I saw it later on. And um and they were like becoming really sick of me. Like, she's always winning everything. Why is she always winning everything? I can't stand her. Oh my God. And guess what? As they saying that, Marie Brevil. Oh, I'm winning like half of the money. And I mean, like, this is hundreds and probably thousands of people. So it's a lot of money. I would go to the training and I would like I told my daughter, I'm like, I'm not even gonna bring money. I'm gonna bring money because your sister. I like good stuff. I like great quality in case if I find good shopping. But I'm like, I don't. I know I might. I don't need to bring money because I know I'm gonna. If there's money to win, I'm gonna win it. So, um, of course, I went and I won it. I went some other time, same thing. I think that TV behind me, that time, I mean, that's a very, um, that was a couple years ago, a few years ago. And that TV behind me, I won it, you know. Um, what else? I mean, I won money. I won probably baskets, gift, those gift baskets arrangements. Um, certificates. I have like a bunch of certificates um, to go eat. I haven't even used those yet. I'm looking at one right here. I have to go put it on the board so I remember when I go to these areas too. I'm like, I win everything. It's not because I think you don't deserve it, but I win it because I believe I deserve it. You get it? It's not because I believe you don't deserve it, but it's because I believe I deserve it. So if you believe you deserve it, I believe I deserve it. We both gonna win. Somehow they gonna pull out both of our names. So don't fight it. If you see yourself not winning things, don't hate your friend, don't hate your coworker, don't hate your cousin, your family, your siblings because they win everything, your friend, your colleague, whatever I didn't say before that I'm repeating. Don't hate anybody because you see them winning. Be happy for them. And this is why a lot of times people don't win, because when they see other people winning, they hate it. They want to, like, if they could trip you and make you fall and break your neck, they would. You know, um, I'm not like that. When I see you win, I'm rooting for you. I'm clapping for you. I'm applauding you. I'm happy for you. I'm jumping off my seat. And I guess that's why, in such a way, I can say I'm blessed. It's like I I don't get jealous when people win things. I just believe that it wasn't for me, you know? And whatever that's for me too, nobody can get it. And like I said, people used to be like, oh my God. Some people used to be happy. They used to be like, oh my God, she's gonna win again. But the people sometimes you expect to root for you are not the ones that are rooting for you. They're the one that hope that you lose. So, I mean, I've gotten things that I don't want to say I shouldn't I've gotten, but I've gotten things that are really like miracles. Um, how often, I mean, I know like some cops would help you if you get a flat tire, if you have like, no gas or something, but how often a cop would come and help you and then you like, yeah, I made some phone calls, and then they come back to check on you. How often a cop will actually put you in their car, or trooper, whatever they call them, police cars, and take you to the gas station, um and help you to get your gas, and not letting the gas the gas attendant, not letting them take advantage and make you buy like a big old gallon when you really needed a gallon to exit. How often, you have an issue with your car, or you get into a situation where your insurance is trying to take advantage of you, and the cop takes the phone and represent it and help you get through it. You know what I mean? It's just like, how often You be in a place where there's supposed to be nobody, and somehow somebody shows up and help you. It's just like it's one thing after another. I remember, like, I don't know if I can give that example, but I was supposed to go to a very important appointment, and I'm talking like a very important appointment, and and you know, and when I got there, I mean, not only when I was leaving, I was like in a great mood. I know everything is gonna be fine. It's like in my head, like, everything is gonna be well. I really believe that, my God loves me and everything is gonna be well. Even if you see right now you did something to me and you're like, oh, about what I did to you, or whatever. Trust me, I've seen it before. Everything's gonna be well for me. If you did something, you better apologize. You better find a way to fix it. Cause trust me, I'm not even gonna get into it. If you close to me, you know what I'm talking about. If you're like, my kids know what I'm talking about. If someone is close to me that's watching this, they can tell you. People have thought that they really got away with stuff that they've done to me, and at the end of the day, I still became the winner. It could be a month, it could be a year. I remember I was in this place and they cheated me. They thought they were gonna have me pay and this and that and that and that after they got fined from the government for not doing what they're supposed to do. But of course, they're the one that, like, the judges are their friends. So, and some of them can be racist, and they thought they got away with it. And later on, I mean, the lawyer was like, look, he couldn't even talk on the phone. He's like, we've never done this before. I've been here for like 50 years. And I'm telling you, we've never sent a refund. And he was just, I'm like, yeah, no, it's not you. It's my God, you know. It's all good. I'm not mad at you. Just send my refund immediately. So, yeah, and I was heading to this appointment. That was very important. And when I got there, not only I got there late, you know how it is when you have to go to the city. I got there late. I couldn't find parking. I dropped my car right in front of the building. My car could have got towed. I got to the door. They could have not let me in. The security let me in. There was another security that I had to get through. They let me in. And when I had to get to the stairs, like those buildings, like every 10 step you take, you gotta go through another security. When I finally made it to the floor that I was heading to, because usually they even lock the stairs once it's that time. Somehow this queen got through. When I got there, the place was empty. Everybody was gone. The door was still open because the cleaning person was coming through. And the front desk person was just was cleaning her space to, you know, go, and she was just laughing with them, and that's how she ended up being there or whatever. And when I got there, she's like, you have an appointment where? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I was coming from this way, I got stuck in traffic and what. She's like, you don't even have to explain, queen. And just like that. And then she's like, let me go find you somebody. And I guess she must have go and find the nicest person that she knew would help me and deal with the situation. And I mean, something that could have taken me hours took me 5 to 15 minutes. And I did get downstairs. I did get done, and I got all the paperwork that I needed. Got downstairs, you know, everybody was super nice. It's like you thought I knew them and they knew me, you know? And I watched other people that were there before me that didn't even make it. You understand? So that's why when I tell people, When I tell people to walk with your God, walk with your maker, walk with your ancestors. I don't know who you walk with. Find your maker, okay? Find your maker. And if you choose somebody and you said this is who you're going to be with that person. Stop going left and right and jumping here and there and doing all these things. When I tell you, listen, don't make me start preaching, because I don't preach, okay? My ministry is not necessarily preaching, but yeah, everything got through, and my car was not towed, by the way. But one time when I forgot who I was, I forgot whose I was, I brought somebody with me to help me to stay with in the car while I run up and do it. Guess what? Not only I got there late, well, actually I did get the stuff. I did get the stuff because I was traveling. Because at that time, I was always traveling, so I always need some kind of paperwork from different countries, depending where it is. So I did get everything I needed. The paperwork I missed, I placed some phone calls and they faxed them in for me, and everything worked out. But it took me a long time. I mean, it took me probably hours, or at least an hour, before I was done. And that only happened because of my, of course, my God, but because, like, my character. I like to laugh, and then I happened to be laughing, with the person that was doing my paperwork, that was like, I have to deny it because I don't have everything, and yada yada. And then to find out, the more we talked, and I'm like, so where are you from? Everybody leaves here or whatever. And he's like, oh, actually, you know what? I saw, let me see, where are you from? And, because they can just, and then, because, usually people don't even tell you where they live. And he's like, oh, no, I'm like, actually, by you, and then we ended up talking. I'm like, oh, so you go to this place and that place. At that time, I lived in Rockland, and he was like, oh, so you go to this? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God. And then because of this conversation, I got my paper. So you gotta learn how to communicate, how to talk to people, because you just never know, and let God lead you. I'm not saying to force conversation, because some places you go you can't even talk to nobody, but yeah, it got through. But by the time I got downstairs, I did get a ticket because the person decided to take a nap. Oh, whatever. So it cost me just as much as I didn't want to pay, because you know what? For a second, I forgot whose I was. So you gotta remember who you are. Whatever you choose to follow, make sure that you know this is who you are. This is what you are. Don't switch when people come and preach you something different, and all of a sudden you want to switch to something else, and all of a sudden you want to switch to something. At the end of the day, it's really nothing. I mean, not only for myself, I've gone places with people, I've gone places with, my kids. We have had to get things done because sometimes I was traveling with them. And then when they got their stuff, and they were like, no. And we were looking at people we thought we're going to get it because they were dealing with their own people, and they got denied. And these are processes that I'm talking about. When if you're a person who travels, sometimes there are things that you have to do, and you gotta, these processes a lot of money and yada yada. It just, yeah, but it always goes through. And sometimes too, you gotta get in touch with your intuition. Know that when it's not your time, when it's not for you, and let it go. So I'm gonna let you go. This is it, because I think we talked enough, because as you can see in my face, I can't even hide it anymore. My pillows are not working, my massage is not working anymore. I just have to take my leave. I thank you so much for taking the time to stop by, and feel free to share, like, and definitely subscribe because there's much more coming through. I'm doing my best to get back to the groove of things, and I missed you guys too. I got your messages. I truly appreciate you for doing this. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your messages, for your kind words in my journey to getting well. And I appreciate you. Until next time, you hang in there, you be yourself. Know that everything and anything that you want, you can always get it. It's all up to you. It's not up to anybody else but you. So if you believe you deserve it, you gonna get it. Trust me, you can get it. I'm not talking about being egotistical about it, thinking that, oh, I'm better than you, I'm gonna get it. I'm talking about when you know deep inside of you, you know what? This one, that's mine. All right? Peace and love, light, blessings. Until next time, I can't wait.